What? I'm here. I swear I'm here.
Hold on, I'm setting up the raid.
Okay. We're doing funk over here.
We're raiding, guys. I'll see you on the other side. It's in like literally 2 seconds.
Come on over.
All right. So I'm on your side. Hold on, because we're talking to chat about I was telling them about the fact that I'm not a fan of this whole actual sub to dub cultural appropriation that's been going on lately.
Wait, what?
Where they're basically the dub is rewriting it during the translation.
Oh yeah, have you seen that thing where they rewrote some stupid line and the dragon made or whatever?
Yes, that is the best example of it. But yes, there have been things like that, and that, for the record, guys, that is legitimate cultural appropriation, taking someone else's culture and changing it for what is appropriate in your culture.
Yeah, and
that is literally what.
No, yes and no. I mean, I get what you're saying, but the issue is that the change for Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid was basically because she came out and said it, the whole thing. So let me get the actual let me get the line so you can understand what's going on. Have you seen the full thing and like what the
I've seen what it originally was. I've seen what it currently is, and the dialogue that was changed for it fits the society that we live in America, but not the one in Japan where it was created.
No, it actually doesn't, and that's part of the problem. That's where a lot of the issues coming in from. So let me get the
don't worry, guys. Benny's gonna
what am I doing?
Explain it. I'm
trying to find the example, so so you actually understand what the difference is. Not you, the audience, because I know you've heard it. Yeah. I don't. The only one I saw was the Asmongold situation, because Asmongold reacted.
I just saw the pictures the easiest way.
If you can get the picture, that'd be fine. The issue isn't that it's that she thought the woman who did that it wasn't being appropriated for our culture. The woman who did that thought she was being funny. And then she actually went on statement to state that she was having problems with everyone having an issue with her because she is a funny individual and she was just cracking a joke and they just don't get it.
That's because it's not a joke. That's a miss.
Right. Like it's a mistranslation of what the thing is. That's the whole.
There you go.
That'll work. Okay, so what the original sub is, what's that outfit? Everyone is always saying something to me, so I tried toning down the exposure. How is it? You should try changing your body next. And then the translator thought she would tell a joke, which is, what are you wearing for that? Oh, those pesky patriarchal societal demands were getting on my nerves, so I changed clothes. Give it a week and they'll be begging for you to change it back.
I'll be honest, I don't believe in a single heartbeat that was a joke. That right there is someone who did something and then tried to cover their ass with, oh, it was a joke. Because no, that is very much someone projecting their way they see things.
Well, that's the issue that runs into a lot of this stupid stuff like this, where it's like, oh, it's being made for American culture. No, because that culture is really just LA and New York. That's been my argument since the beginning. A lot of the Midwest, everywhere that's not New York and LA and its surrounding areas, 90% of the time don't care about any of that stuff. That's not something that and that's what people had problems with, because the original line still gets the joke across. Well, everyone is always saying something to me, so I tried to tone down the exposure. You know what I mean? Like you're still getting the joke across. This is changing it over to what she thought it might be funny, or to get her point across. But of all the anime,
well, no, because they wouldn't ever do patriarchal society demands in any Japanese.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like no, they have the same because they have the matriarchal over there. It's a bigger thing for them. Like that statement could still be used over there, but it's totally different culture. So this is changing it over for this. And it's not even like, oh, that's American culture. That's LA culture to go through that. When was the last time we got...
Either way, it's a cultural appropriation of what it was into that person's specific environment and culture.
Why does it have to be in Dragon Maid? I mean, that's just it. But Dragon Maid is just like a wholesome life thing about big-breasted dragon girls because that's anime. Like,
Yeah.
why are we doing this kind of stuff in this one? So,
It's a very slippery slope, though, because, yeah, the only no, actually, that's not even cultural appropriation. I was gonna say ghost stories, but if people don't know the story behind the dub for Ghost Stories, the people, I believe, bought the animation but not the script. So everything in there is their own stuff that they thought would just kind of fit with it. That's why it's some of the most meme-worthy,
I didn't
messed
know
up
about that.
stuff. Oh, dude, it is so funny. That's why anytime you see clips of it, you kind of just like, there's no way that's real. But it was real because they just did whatever the fuck they wanted.
Ghost Story is where he mentions the big black guy chasing him.
You should look up best Ghost Stories anime moments. Since that's what your stream is these days.
I mean, it is. It's literally just us.
Yeah, I know. I'm giving you free content because they are
We're going to look at this in a minute, though. I got set this right before, so we're going to see every Colorado weatherman ever.
Colorado weatherman.
Okay. It's only a minute.
Welcome to your Colorado weather report. I am Parker Broomfield. First off, I just want to apologize for the snowstorm that I said was going to happen last week that did not happen, and they called off all the schools, and your kids were home all day. A lot of you wrote in about that. I'm sorry. Can I get some water? Today's high, 40, 45? 45? 55. Yeah, that looks different than it did before. What the crap is that? There's weather, for sure. Moving right along, let's go into our 10-day forecast. 10
This
days?
is legit our
What, are
weather.
you guys crazy?
Yeah, for the
I can't
record,
predict
guys,
10
since many of you
seconds.
missed that first
No,
joke,
screw
his
that. I'll
name's
give you
Parker
4 days, I'm
Broomfield.
gonna do
Those
it
are
like the
two
Powerball.
different towns or cities in Colorado to just confuse it even more.
Yeah, look at this, Dad. Look at this. Ready?
Moving right along, let's go into our 10-day forecast. 10 days? What are you guys, crazy? I can't predict 10 seconds. No, screw that. I'll give you 4 days and I'm going to do it like the Powerball. 64, 74, 12, and my wife's birthday, 6. I'm lightheaded.
Also accurate.
I'm lightheaded.
Yep.
I should have been an insurance salesman. I
Yep,
should have
it's
sold insurance like my
100%
dad
correct.
said.
The
Nick,
biggest thing with
shut up. You do
Colorado is the
sports.
fact
Oh, the
that
avalanche.
the weather will change
got-
on a dime.
The video's loud. You can't talk over the video until we finish.
I can't tell the
Insurance,
timing.
like my dad said. Nick, shut up. You do sports. Oh, the Avalanche won. The Nuggets won. The Broncos lost. Your job is easy. You know what? Nobody knows, all right? Just bring your chapstick and your sunscreen and your poofy coat and you're gonna be fine. Go out, get some of those pants that zip off. That's why they made them. Colorado. Whatever. Happy Sunday.
Colorado weather is that all over the place. So it might as well be legit, Tevya. It might as well. This guy's dude, Dad. I actually watch a lot of his stuff. Okay,
Hey,
Daniel.
what do you want?
Daniel. Yes, Daniel. What were you saying?
The ghost stories.
Right.
It wasn't for me. Your
If I
friend
said
would be
anything else, I
headlining in
forgot
heaven.
already.
Or according to born again Betty, hell, since after all he is Jewish.
Wait, what?
Remember,
So these are real dubs? Is that what you guys are telling me?
Yes, this is the real dub.
Remember, if it wasn't for me, your friend would be headlining in heaven. Or according to born again Betty, hell, since after all he is Jewish. You. What do you want?
Thanks a lot, man.
Huh?
What?
I think she's right. You are retarded.
I'm all alone, forgotten, like a black family in Bush America.
What?
I mean, I like Terry O'Quinn and all, but that guy's a freak. Is Naveen Andrews still screwing Barbara Hershey? Remember her lips and beaches? And why do fags like that movie so much?
What the hell?
Oh, perfect. It's in Japanese. Jing Chao No Ning Tao. Wait, that's Chinese. Luckily, I can read Barricade.
Where did this air?
I don't remember.
A police station! Thank God! I never thought I'd be happy to see one of those things. Hey, put the donuts down! Drop the Krispy Kreme Serpico! We need your help
My
here!
house look like my father and my brother after 9 months or something.
Yeah, boogity-diggity-diggity-diggity-diggity-diggity-diggity!
They were tempted by fruit, and they knew they were sinful and naked without Jesus. Hello, sinner.
God, can you go bomb an abortion clinic or something?
What the hell?
When that wonderful president finishes stacking the Supreme Court, we won't have to. Don't forget what I told you about premarital sex. Abstinence only got
There's no way this came out anywhere.
Stupid rabbit. Come on.
I'm looking it up for you.
I said jump! You're
I
such
said
a
jump!
crybaby, Ketchero. That's why they pick on you.
Hold on, does it say it in this? No, it doesn't say anything about it. There's no way this is real.
So what? It's 100% real. What is ADV?
I think it's a typo.
ADV film. Animax turned Ghost Stories over to ADV Films in 2005 for a North American release. And this moment seems to be the origin of a lot of confusion. For some reason, the staff and voice actors at ADV Films came to believe that the original script was so bad it wasn't worth saving, and that a rewrite was desperately needed in order to make the show saleable to audiences. It's difficult to know if ADV's decision resulted from some misunderstanding, or if they just simply disliked it. But
The
yes,
English
that is
script was
100%.
No, because some of the things they were saying, but some of the English script was written by Stephen Foster and Lucian Duran and allowed for ad lib. It's ad
It's all
lib.
real. Yes, but it's
According to
still
Foster,
real.
whoever showed up to the recording studio first for any given episode could improvise anything they wanted. Those that came later had to build upon the tone and jokes established earlier.
Yeah.
So they just...
It's real. The One Piece is real.
The One Piece is real. Natalie's going to hate me.
It's
on the weekend of 19 August 2025 at 2005 at the 2005 Otakon Anime Convention, ADV Films announcing North American. So it went to DVD. It didn't go on air. So that's how that. Okay, that makes
yes, but it is still an official dub.
Right. No, but like some of the things they were saying, I'm like that would not have gotten on the air. Like.
You can watch the ADV Films English dub of Ghost Stories on Retro Crush, Crunchyroll, and Amazon Prime.
Yeah, Tavi, you're right. It sounds like they just said, screw it. Let's go back to this.
Yeah.
This is hilarious.
You gotta be like Cameron Diaz in the paparazzi. Bam!
It's not right to teach a child to respond with violence. He should follow the example of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, and forgive his persecutors.
Yeah, and take a look at what happened to him.
You're not helping.
Maybe Momoko is right. You should go Gandhi and show kindness to your enemies, and by doing so, turn them into friends.
You're a fag, and he should join the football team.
What? Later.
Ketchero! Where's the damn cat?
But he...
What? Ketchero, what are you retarded?
They love using a lot of terminology that even then was not welcome.
Yep.
Now we'll never find out who the ghost is. I hope to God you're adopted.
That's it. That's what I'm talking about.
The
Pump,
God you're
pump, pump! Think of a big black man chasing you!
I have seen that. I have seen that.
Tommy, please forgive me for bringing you back to life. I know now that it could never work between us. As much as we wanted to, it could never be. Not because you're a rabbit, but because you're black.
You'll have to catch me first, fat ass.
Come back here, you coward!
You lose weight, you'd move faster.
Hold it right there.
Oh, the music teacher. What a bitch.
When he died, I was so sad that I would never hear that voice again. His laugh. His funny little requests.
Touch me.
His reprimands.
Touch me harder.
Now get out of my way! I'm getting my little brother!
Wait! Mop girl!
You're on our side? Wait a minute, what's your angle? What happened to my leg?
If you break it, your little
What
brother's
happened to
going to the retarded school in the sky.
What happened to my leg?
Pardon me. I really enjoyed running with you today. Don't you have any money for shoes? Did the Crips beat you up and take yours too? They took mine, and now my dad only buys me cheap ones from Payless.
Yeah, genius, but all the rabbits are dead. We should get out our best stationery and our pins and ask Amy Grant for those 3 wishes.
Look what I've got.
Yo, Sensei, dig. What's haps on the craps with snaps?
Cracker.
The piano goes? I'm sure I'll live a long, miserable life of heartbreak and alcoholism before a ghost takes me out.
If you
What?
would, thank you.
I told you I'm going to be fine. Why are you still crying?
Because these pajamas are gay.
Okay, there's no because even it makes sense if it went right to DVD, like their version of the dub.
It's so funny though.
Yeah, because there's no way this would have aired even on Adult Swim. Like, there's way too.
I know it's so good though.
I feel like this whole thing we could make a fun just explanation.
Oh
on the
yeah, you
channel.
could easily do the story behind Ghost Stories on Comicstorian and get tons of views.
Yeah. Where's the list of topics for me to hit? Could you add that to the list of topics thing?
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah,
That's funny.
gotta look up.
What I was looking at before you guys got here was this. I was like, holy crap, they made a deceased box set. I mean, look at this thing.
Oh dang! Actually, looks kind of cool.
Greatest dub ever, Bassinbot 20. Is there a Comic Story Discord server? There is. I can get an invite link to that. There you go. Yeah, it went to DVD and then right to YouTube.
Yep.
I mean, half of that stuff's racist, sexist, like.
That's yeah. You can. The fact that it was literally just whoever comes in first gets to ad lib is just amazing.
It makes so much more sense though, but it also makes full sense that it didn't release anywhere. Like,
right.
If you had told me that was on Adult Swim, I would have been like, no, it definitely would not have been. It was a part of Anime Network, which is an American video-on-demand network dedicated to anime owned by AMC Networks. That makes total sense because I actually used to watch anime by buying the DVDs, Dan. That was that's how I watched.
That's like the only way you could do it.
Yeah.
Same.
And that would have been that time frame too, because we would have like 2 shows on Adult Swim, maybe 3 or 4, and that would be the only ones that were on TV, and everything else you had to go buy DVDs for.
Or you'd get the VHS for. I remember getting VHS for Pokemon episodes, and they could fit like 3 episodes on a single VHS.
Oh
and we
shit!
would rewatch them.
Apparently, there's a full release of Ghost Stories with the American dub and the proper subtitles.
Oh, that
came out.
That's even more amazing.
Discotech Media announced they acquired the series license and will release in 2014 with an ADV dub and the Japanese audio with subtitles. The complete series released at a 3-disc set in March. Ghost Stories and its dub were released. Okay. Released on the anime streaming platform. Okay, so it never got to network TV, which 100% should never have gotten to network TV. Can we still get our hands on that? No, it's too. I gotta go to eBay. We're going to eBay, guys. We're going to eBay. Actually, I don't know if I should go to eBay. I look at a lot of weird statues on there.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Not with your search history.
No, we're good. We're good. It's all Transformers now. I don't know why, but it's Transformers. Ghost Stories DVD release 2014. Let's see what this looks like. Okay, Ghost Stories anime.
I wish I could shorten the delay on my stream. It's so annoying.
Well, can't I just do this?
Oh yeah, that's a lot easier.
That's like you have your own stream.
Yeah, I was watching. You watched the dub, and I was trying to hear what you were reacting to.
Here it is. Believe it. I found it, Dan.
Yep. Good.
Reincarnated as a sword. Oh, you liked that one, didn't you?
Oh, that one actually is pretty solid.
I'll start your Blu-ray collection collection then.
Jeez.
Okay.
Hey, mine's already collected or started.
Started.
Collected. Nope, because started and finished. Because I have Full Metal Alchemist on Blu-ray.
Random question: how would an amateur screenwriter get his stuff read? I have no idea, Zell. I'm not even trying to be mean. You got to go through proper channels, and those proper channels are like impossible to find.
Or take the big risk and send it to a crap ton of people, and then realize that they're either going to steal your stuff or you're going to make it big, and nowhere in between.
There is nowhere in between. We never tried to write something. We wrote a book that got published, and the publisher reached out to us ahead of time, and we don't like it because it didn't get edited because they said that they would have an editor give a pass because they wanted it like, what's it, 2 months early?
It was something, but
Yeah,
either
they wanted
way,
it early. They're like, we'll have an editor give it a pass. They never did, so we don't like the production of it. And we've had comics come out that have been I've submitted to them by going to conventions and trying to talk to them, but that doesn't work that well. So we ended up having a publisher reach out to us. So
yeah.
I guess Zell, if I can tell you, if you can get a 300 million, if you can get 3 million sub comic books oriented channel, you can get people to reach out to you.
Right. Problem is the fact that it's a script you're trying to sell. Because if it was just a book, making digital Amazon books for like the Kindle and stuff is one of the easiest things that literally anyone can do.
Yeah.
So if you're looking to publish a book or publish a story, going that route is very easy. But if you're trying to sell it to a movie thing, no, that's nothing but, do you know someone? No? Okay, well, sucks to be you because that person knows 5 people that do the same thing.
Yeah, Dan and I are going to do our review of Solo Leveling 2 and 3 and then Metallic Rouge. I had this pulled up earlier, Dan, because I was trying to get the name of the characters because Rouge is easy.
Yeah.
But I had to get Naomi as the other one because she is definitely a main character. I did not realize she would be.
Yeah. That's fair. That's very fair.
Yeah, no problems, though. That's the whole point of this. It's a just chatting portion of the stream. Today's going to be more anime focused. Is that a giant robot? No, it's a little robot.
But made giant
on a poster. So what about you guys? What are you all doing today? Give me some fodder to discuss here.
Some fodder.
Fodder. I need fodder for the stream. Thank you for following Golden Dragon. And Dooley, what's up, man? I see you on the other side now. Hello, did you watch the new Insider video for Suicide Squad? No, I did not, Zachary, and I don't know when you asked that question.
Shaman King is actually really good, too.
I never watched that one. I never got into that whole...
That one, it's definitely got a bit more of a kids anime vibe to it. So I could see it being difficult for you to get into.
Oh, wait, hold on. So the latest Insider video is introducing Elseworlds. Did I not make a video a month ago where I said, why do you all think that everyone's going to die permanently?
Yeah, and then they watched your video and made their own.
Computer, activate the threat assessment matrix.
I am so excited for this.
All right.
Hey, he just caught one of them in Pokeball.
What are we waiting for? We can work with that.
Hi, I'm Darius Sadigian, studio director at Rocksteady Studios. In our last episode, we talked about how Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League allows players to customize each character and their playstyle through story-driven mechanics.
Man, if you gave me 5 minutes...
Okay, yeah, you got a minute. Watch a little bit of this and then...
And all my inventions!
Aw, he's so sweet. He's not gonna make it.
The Suicide Squad gave us the scope, the
Suicide Squad game's gonna be like Destiny. Yeah, very much like Destiny.
And then the idea of being able to expand that, be able to take this further, it's gonna feel completely fresh.
I have played Pal World. We're either gonna play
we
that
want
or
to
Lethal
totally new
Company
content
after
at
the
no
just
cost
chatting
for
portion
those
of our
who
stream
purchase
raiser.
Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League.
We're back in business.
All right.
So you'll either see me playing that on our server if the server's running,
Options
or
that
Lethal
draw from
Company.
the full spectrum of DC Comics. You'll see emotes, rival taunts, outfits, and more. We wanted to have a game that was very focused, but this time we really want to expand out with being able to dynamically update, add new content, take on feedback, and evolve the game over time. For the first time ever, we'll give you a preview of what's to come after the credits roll on our main story campaign. We always designed the game in a way that we really wanted it to be accessible for everyone. And for
So
those
it's
players that
literally
don't
what I
get
told you guys a
into
month
how
ago. Everyone
gameplay
crying
into
about
our
Batman
systems,
dying.
it really is
And I'm
about
like, yeah, and if it does
delivering new
happen,
places to
we
explore,
have the
new worlds
multiverse,
to
one of
be in,
DC's
new
biggest
stories,
selling
new
points.
characters, and creating unique ways for you to play.
We're gonna give you the content you love.
The best part about people fighting that is the fact that there was an Injustice game where the entire
Let's dive
solution
into
was an
Suicide
alternate
Squad
universe.
Insider
Yeah,
Episode 3.
that's what I said. I mean,
Like,
introducing
people-
Elseworlds.
Welcome to Task Force X.
From the onset, Suicide Squad, being a squad, felt like the right fit for the kind of game that we wanted to make. You get to play with friends, you get to play on your own, but while you are playing on your own, you're playing with the squad, always.
Every aspect of our game.
Does that mean that Arkham Batman is dead? I mean, if the title's to be believed, and we don't fully know because no one's actually played it all the way through yet, yes, we're going to kill the Justice League.
Social features that we've really introduced into Suicide Squad. It has Rocksteady's approach. What do we think players will have fun with?
What's interesting about my point of view versus others, Morgana? I'm actually interested in what you're saying.
I will quickly say Nightmare at your comment of Pokemon's going to come for them.
That's Brandon. You know Brandon.
Wait, who?
That's Brandon. L.A. Brandon?
Wait. Oh! Yeah. Yeah. What's up, Brandon?
Oh,
yeah, no, Pokemon can't do shit, dude.
Yeah, no, they're not coming after them, Nightman.
Pokemon screwed themselves in terms of a legality.
I met this guy!
That's nice. In terms of legality, they screwed themselves when they made Pokemon actual combinations of real things because it gave pretty much everyone a pass on that. That's why none of the Pokemon clones are going down, and the only thing they've struck were fan-made Pokemon games.
Right, they used Pokemon.
Exactly.
Working together under duress.
Because even with the mod that turns them all into Pokemon, they didn't officially make it.
Fun feature that I think the players will be incentivized to use.
Now that you say it's Brandon, yeah, I remember Nightman being his screen name.
Another opportunity for us to really engage with our characters, extend the narrative through the players' choices. With a
oh man, that King Shark leotard.
Through the game, we offer many customization options and outfits to the player. You start off in the prison, you get your prison garbs, and then you evolve to the Task Force X outfits.
Yeah, right. I was thinking something more fashion forward.
The outfit customization again is.
I am so excited for this game. I'm waiting for Morgana to say what the big differing opinions is.
With this game, Rocksteady will deliver a full story-driven campaign to players, including more cinematics than any previous Arkham.
Caveat, why couldn't they make a Justice League game? They didn't want to. I've told you this. I said it in 2 videos. They did not want to. I said it weird so you maybe get it better. They didn't want to. They didn't want to make Justice League. They didn't want to make Superman. It doesn't matter what you wanted. It doesn't matter what you think the rumors were. They were never working on those games, and they never wanted to.
Yeah, it's very hard to make superhero games because of the fact that then they kind of have to be superheroes, and most people like destroying things and killing people. Be one of the most generous so we go villains.
Like they're gonna revive the Joker from the dead in the first DLC, Dan.
That we call Elseworlds.
Are they?
Yeah, because it's an Elseworlds DLC. The DLC is a Joker from another world.
Because I'll be honest, like I at no point thought these were real. I thought it was just Brainiac kidnapped them, made basically evil clones that he controls.
Will be reborn.
That's the vibe it always gave me.
Multiverse. It's all gathering data. I will unlock your full potential to serve me.
Yeah, this is the Joker universe.
Of everybody in different universes, and their timelines have just diverged at some point. We've got lots of amazing characters coming up in seasonal play that I'm really excited for players to meet. And the Elseworld Principles gives us lots of flexibility and lots of room to put our own spin on them.
I am really excited for this game. And yeah, Morgana, you're right. There's a lot of people being negative about it because the heavy argument. I wanted Superman game. I don't want this. Well, they didn't want to make that. They wanted to make this.
Launches this March. You'll be able to unlock a new playable character for your squad, the Joker.
Oh, they're fully showing the Joker. He's the first DLC.
The original Arkhamverse Joker has been dead for 5 years, but this is a new Elseworlds twist on the villain.
He was part of the Suicide Squad in the Elseworld that he's from, which already shows that he's slightly more cooperative than the previous Joker we've had. But as you get used to him and actually play to him, you realize he's unhinged in a different way.
Not only has he got to figure himself out, but he's figuring out his place in this new world and this new squad.
He hadn't reached supervillain status before Brainiac invaded, so, you know, he's still a bit less experienced.
I think we've taken him back to the kind of more vaudeville roots of Joker. He's masking insecurities with traditional Joker behavior, but deep down he's not.
That might be the
sure
second worst Joker you've ever seen. Well, yeah, but he has customizable everything.
Move is always tough.
As your mission expands deeper into the lore of the DC universe, this new version of the Joker will join your fight with his unique combat, traversal, and weaponry.
His traversal is all based around a rocket-powered umbrella, which he can blast himself into the air.
A rocket-powered
and then
umbrella,
uses that
Dan.
to glide around, and then he can
If
actually flip
he
that
was
down to
Penguin, I
climb
would be
along
down for that.
buildings, knocking enemies out of the
Probably
way.
stole it from Penguin, I would say, in his lore.
Yeah, I hope that they say that.
And the kind of
Okay, his movement looks fun, dude.
vertical and horizontal energy that he has means you've always got to be moving and always attacking.
Yeah, his gameplay looks dope. Alex, if you're done working, you can join us.
It actually does look pretty good.
The Joker is only the first of the new squad recruits you could meet through the ongoing additions to our game.
Over time, we can build up a library of characters that DC fans might not have expected to see in a video game, like a regular comic book release. I look forward to when the next issue's coming out, and in the same way, I hope people will look forward to the next episode from us.
Whatever it is, I'm down.
New environments.
Well,
new
here, let's do our
characters,
review right
missions,
after this one, Dan.
challenges, Gear and more.
And
All
then
of
we
this
can
free
jump in
content
with
comes
Alex
to
if he's
players
free.
who own the game.
Okay.
We
I
can't
want to
wait for you
play
see
this.
what the future holds. With Elseworlds, the possibilities are endless.
How do you like that?
Thanks for watching this series. We hope you'll join us for Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, a third-person action shooter where some of the wildest villains of DC Comics join forces to save the world from its greatest heroes.
All of the combat moves flow seamlessly into
The I can't say much. So here's the deal, guys. We're probably going to play this early. We might get to play with friends early. I might be a part of something with this. The reason why I'm wording it this way is not because I can't tell you. It's because I signed an NDA and they've said nothing else after that. So I don't know what I can and can't say.
And when that's the case, guys, it's better to say nothing at all.
No. The point I'm making is that they haven't followed it up with what they want me to do.
Oh, no, I know. I mean, like, you can't even guess or say anything, because if it is in any way true, you are screwed.
Allegedly, I'm
Allegedly.
doing something with the Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League.
Hypothetically speaking.
Doesn't mentioning the NDA break the NDA? No, because you can say I'm under NDA, and that's how you don't have to answer questions solid. And right now, I'm under the NDA, but I have nothing that I could reveal. Allegedly.
That was one of my favorite unethical life pro tips from Reddit that I ever saw was, if you ever have a gap in work history when you go to an interview, just say you're under an NDA and can't talk about it.
That's a great idea.
Right. Because they can't push it. They legally cannot push it.
No. Crack-a-coom! Thank you so much, Crafting. All right, Daniel, it's time. It is time, mother trucker Daniel.
Dang, you've had this chance. Oh, because it's renamed Eligible Monster. That's right.
What have I had?
Comicstorian Gaming.
What about it? Oh, yeah.
But he was subbed for 34 months, and I didn't recall that.
Oh, yeah. Cool, it's already cut off from the top. I don't have to hide anything. All right, let me do this. All
right.
I'm in the room.
Okay.
Unmute and hang up on you. Goodbye, Daniel.
Okay, bye.
Why you blurry, Daniel?
All right, unmuted the tab.
Okay, so we're going to talk about solo leveling episodes 2 and 3 in Metallic Rouge. That's one of our episodes for the Comicstorian channel. Also, more One Piece should be coming out this week. I'm finishing up the Zoo arc, which Dan could film because that's not really any spoilers in it. So it's just 20 chapters setting up what's happening next. So we'll just have you film that when I finish it instead of trying to arrange.
Right. I'm close to the end of Dressrosa.
Okay, so you're catching up. Me taking a break allows you to catch up.
Yeah. Oh, wait, never mind. I'm not close. Apparently, it's up to 746, and I'm on 683.
No,
I thought I was.
You're not close.
Yeah, I thought I was closer because of the whole. I've seen 100 episodes of this arc, but apparently that's only halfway. So.
Yeah, apparently people complained about how padded it got in the anime.
I'm starting to reach those episodes where I'm like, okay, I can see why everyone was suggesting one pace. Like,
Yeah. Let me shut this door because we can hear Natalie in the background. She's so goddamn loud, guys. Go over there and be like, hey, go to twitch.tv/Yorcia and be like, hey, you're being loud as shit. We can hear you in the background of Benny's streams. And because of that, you're being loud. So the hypocrisy, the Hippocratic oath, screw her.
Tomorrow in the news, the Comicstorian was beat to death by his wife.
Ollie, free.
Okay, I'm gonna just hit record because
we're just going into it. Damn, I thought they're gonna have a little more prep work, a little more time, kind of go through our notes, compare.
I mean, we can. I was mostly doing
Why the fuck would we do that? This chat is waiting for us to talk about shit.
I fucking hate you sometimes.
Fucking Dan, guys, right? Like, why would he want to fucking do that shit?
Oh my gosh.
Hey everyone over here at Comicstorian. My name is Benny. You might know me as the Comicstorian, and I'm joined by my friend, guy who films all the videos, Dan T Anime.
Yep.
I've named you Dan
T Anime. That's what they call me.
You guys seemingly enjoyed our discussion about solo leveling episode 1, so we decided to turn this into a pseudo-regular podcasty kind of thing. Today we're going to talk about solo leveling episodes 2 and 3. Did it fix? Did it get better? Are we happier with it? We're also going to talk about a show that I started that I enjoy and I made Dan watch called Metallic Rouge, which I really do love. But before we kick that off, I think we should, if we're going to turn this into a regular thing, Dan, we should kick off this episode in Where's Dan in One Piece?
I am at episode 683. So I'm only almost halfway through Dressrosa. Yes.
All right, so halfway through Dressrosa. Before this, I said we're going to film me talking about the Zoo arc, ZUO, which is the next arc after Dressrosa. Okay. And he said, I'm almost there.
In my head, I thought I was.
What's happening in your arc for Dressrosa? Where are you at this moment? You don't remember.
Well, because I've been watching Solo Leveling and Metallic Rouge, I would have to see what the screenshot it's got me left on. Because I've had a lot of reveals with Doflamingo.
I mean, you can talk freely because on this channel, my manga review is past where you are still.
Oh, that's true.
So you're fine. If they're on this channel and you're giving them a heads up because you tell them what arc we're in and what we're doing. So if they are watching their own One Piece.
That's right. So basically, I'm at the point where it's like after the Coliseum and they're finally like everything's happening. Sabo showing up. That moment when he does it for the first time, I was like, yes, this is who you use because he has no integration to anything else in the story. He's basically the landfill from... Because he literally just shows up and he's
replacement
like,
brother. Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, I have not been here. I'm the same relationship to Luffy. I have the same power basically now. And I have not been involved in anything else to create any sort of confusion. It was the perfect way to do it because for a while there, I was legitimately thinking to myself, I don't know who in the crew has fire powers in some of the more recent stuff I've seen. Who gets the fruit? I was very happy with that.
Did you like the Lucy where he's like, I'm Lucy?
Yes. The fact of, yes, there are so many things where it's like, the fact that he's stretching and he's like, oh no, I just moved it across the whole thing. No one's going to notice that. But then I think the best part is, though, that the fact that Sabo swaps in for him and no one picks it up right away. Like, they're legitimately like, that doesn't seem like the same person.
What do you think? I don't know where you are. Have they gone into Rebecca's backstory up to this point?
Yes. Oh my gosh. The backstory, the toys, the way that they knocked out the girl that was doing the toys. I actually loved that because I was like,
how is it portrayed in the anime? Because in the manga, I wasn't sure what Usopp did, Because it looked like his face just went like this and hit her.
Okay, so my understanding from what I saw was they're trying to get her to eat basically the Tabasco grape so that the heat causes her to pass out. So he eats. So she's like, oh my gosh, why have they been getting me to want to eat this? I'm going to put it in his mouth. So she does. And then he just becomes a flamethrower and literally just starts screaming, tilted back. This suit, like freaking tornado of fire is coming out of his mouth right next to her. And that catches her off guard, scares her, and she
because in the manga, and the panel showed him do that, and then like his eyes bulged out and his tongue bulged out, and that's what I saw, and I'm like, I don't know if he scared her or he knocked her out with his like eyeball bulging, but
no, it was basically he caught her off guard with the extreme reaction he had.
Okay. So they've explained the toys and all that stuff where you're at right now. I don't want to talk ahead of where you are, which is the problem.
They are all back to being normal. I'm just
so then you know about Kairos then if they're all back to normal.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I'm like I'm within a couple episodes of him decapitating Doflamingo, but the reveal of oh wow, it wasn't him. Shocker.
Yeah.
No one saw that coming. So I've been loving it though. Like I'm glad I'm getting back into it and watching it now and then.
Dressrosa was definitely a pickup from the I really wasn't a fan of Fishman Islands arc just because of the way they paced it and the way they did things. Felt weird. It just felt weird coming out of the time skip to go into that. But Dressrosa has been a lot better. And the zoo arc's a great little filler arc. I'm enjoying it a lot. You'll enjoy that too.
Okay.
So, but okay, and that concludes our episode of Where's Dan in the One Piece anime? All right, so let's kick it off with talking about solo leveling. So I wrote some notes down for my opinions about what happened. So we are now.
I'll let you talk first.
Okay, well, so we are now past episodes 1 and 2. 1 and 2 showed how he got his powers. And then
not his powers.
Well,
they show him dying and
agreeing to the contract.
Becoming the solo leveler, basically.
Yeah, becoming the solo leveler. And then episode 3 is pretty much showing how it works. Like, okay, this is how he's going to level. Here's how the powers work and stuff like that. Only to leave it on another terrible cliffhanger. Because it's just, he's, like, they leave it on, like, is the goblin going to kill him? No. No.
Or the wolf, yeah.
Oh, the wolf. Yeah, the wolf is what was going at him. So far, the show, I still like the show. I feel like this show, I don't know if it's still a thing because I'm not in the anime community the way I used to be, but it used to be a rule that you had to watch the first 3 episodes of an anime. By the 3rd episode, you are hooked or you're not.
Has that been an official rule? I thought that was just our thing.
No, it was like an anime community thing. It was always the first 3 episodes. You give them 3 episodes to set up the show.
Which is fair because there's a lot of shows where like the first episode has almost nothing to do with the rest of the series.
Yeah. So it was always that rule was the one I remember when I used to be more talking anime and watching a lot of anime. And I feel like this, even with the 3 episodes, this doesn't leave you with enough information to be like, I'm excited for what's going to happen in solo leveling.
On top of that, should have been 2.
Huh?
I said we've seen what should have been just 2 episodes.
Right. I think we should have gotten past the instance dungeon, and then that would have been the great stopping point. I feel like the issue for me, I'll go over the complaint in a minute, but the pacing of the episodes, it's matching the manga, but you can tell the studio recognized the problem with the pacing because it works as a webtoon where I can just keep going and there's nothing stopping me. So I'm mildly intrigued. Oh, and now I'm really intrigued. But they did it carbon copy into the show, and then they had to pepper in extra stuff. I really feel like the show needed to follow the high level hunters. Or the blonde lady, who I don't know who that is, but I know I've seen her on the cover, so I know she gets important. Followed one of them a little bit better than just giving us one scene of them being cool. Because we also, tonally, we shifted from, I call it a reverse isekai, because everything came to him instead of him going there.
Which I will say right now, I feel like this is a different kind of thing because this is very common in webtoons. The theory of towers appear, dungeons appear, Like it's a
Well, didn't Tower of God blow
amazingly-
up? So then a lot of people started making. It's just like Sword Art Online did well. So now isekais are even bigger than they were before.
Yeah, there's enough of them that I'm curious if there is a specific term, but I would have to look it up. Sorry.
Oh, of a tower coming to our word. But anyway,
yeah.
Another thing I think is weird about it is the first 2 episodes come across almost like a horror anime.
Mm-hmm.
So tonally, again, we're now paced weird. We have a tonal that makes it feel like a horror. Then you get into episode 3, and it's just basically explaining everything finally, like how it's going to work going forward. But now it's not really a horror, but it's not really an action, and it's not really an alternate universe fantasy. And it's put it in a weird. My biggest complaint is I feel like this show was made and paced as if you already know Solo Leveling. It doesn't feel to me like they're trying to get new people into the franchise. They're like, no. You're going to watch this because you know what Solo Leveling is.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
Solo Leveling was before Tower of God. I don't know, for the record, I don't know enough about the Webtoons world to know what came first and what inspired what. I'm giving an example of, and it was a bad example because Tower of God came out second. But I was just giving an example. You always have one big thing that does that thing very well, and then you have all the clones that come out. So I apologize for anybody who's a Tower of God and Solo Leveling fan because I got them backwards. Okay.
There you go.
I've just seen Tower of God in a lot of spots. It's got like its own game. It's got a lot of stuff. So.
It's got a lot of stuff, that one. So I will agree. I'll agree and disagree because first off, I'm going to say this should have been 2 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
What we've gotten so far, I'm going to tell you right now what I would have done that I think would have made this a perfect 2-episode thing. Is the first episode needed to be extra long and needed to end on him dying.
Yeah.
That's how the first episode should have been. It should have been remove the high-level hunter stuff. That was pointless where they put it. They should have started off with, hey, this guy's weak. He's doing things that no one else wants him to be here. They're in the dungeon. Now they're in the second dungeon. Now he's died.
Yeah.
He is dead. They finished the first episode with, do you want to be a player? Click on yes, end credits. That's first episode. That would have been the best way to do that. And then the second
Even
episode,
if we had to condense some of the scenes from the first part to get there,
yes.
I would have rather, instead of adding scenes, like adding the high-level hunters, adding the blonde girl, who she is, I would have rather them condensed down that to end on that moment rather than stretch it out. Because if you take out those scenes, they're probably at like 35, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
When 2 episodes should be like 42 minutes. So I would have rather them removed a couple of scenes and just brought it down than do what they did, because that's causing the pacing issues.
Exactly. Plus I feel like they should have repositioned it because they showed those high-level hunters, but then in the raid they do in that first episode has nothing to do with that. Like no one shows any sort of powers like that. So they should have saved the preview of that for the episode 3, where they start going, some heroes have a second awakening, and then do the flashbacks to the different heroes. So you can even go through the different levels and show these are the S ranks. They're way more powerful. And then it should have ended on him getting a level up screen. That should have been the end of episode 2, was him in that instance dungeon, kills a couple things, gets the pop-up of you have leveled up. That should have been the first 2 episodes because, frankly, the pacing has been very disappointing because as a reader, and I'm sure you feel the same way, this story is amazing.
We're still at where I've read. Like, I mean,
Exactly.
you got way ahead of me, but that's because when I got into it, we weren't even near where you're at now. Then you just kept reading it. So
and then I just could not stop. Yeah, exactly.
It's like me with One Piece. I just kept going.
Exactly. And I feel like it's really frustrating as someone that really does enjoy it because I don't want to suggest the show to people yet. Like, I don't, like, nothing has happened in it that makes me go, this is Solo Leveling.
Yeah.
That story I love, this is it. You should watch it. Now, quick side note, because I will say, since we are in episode 3, Crunchyroll has come out with the first episode dubbed.
Are you going to rewatch it?
I might not rewatch it. I tuned in because I wanted to see who the voice actor was for the main character. Okay. And they chose the guy that does MASH from Mashal and Anos Voldigode from Misfit of Demon Academy, both of which I love. And I recognized the voice immediately. And the narrator they've got is the narrator from Full Metal Alchemist. When they go like I love it. They did a great job of the voice casting for dub. I will rewatch it as dub. I'll watch through as sub for this show, but I definitely will rewatch it in dub and kind of see maybe on a second watch through if the pacing feels better on a binge.
Yeah.
But so far, the pacing, they've kind of ruined it.
I feel like anybody who's never heard of Solo Leveling and is giving this a shot, I'm wondering if anybody has started watching it and is like already fallen off. Like I know a lot of anime watchers are going to stick it out, especially with Solo Leveling. It does have like does have a prestige. It is well known. You know what I mean? Like so, it's easier to stick with that kind of a thing.
It had a lot of hype leading up to the release of this.
Yeah, I mean, in retrospect, I mean, I'm watching Jujutsu Kaisen while I'm sitting here doing this, and I'm on episode 8, and it's taking me a minute because I got distracted by an 18-hour lost retrospective from a show I watched in 2005 on YouTube. But my complaint with it up to this point was that for like the first 5 episodes was it's kind of paced weirdly. It feels a little slow. I see a lot of potential, and everyone loves it, so I'm going to stick it out and see what it is. But if I was watching this, by myself, I don't know if I would have stuck it out. It's because everyone's telling me like, oh, no, it's good. And I'm like, okay, it's okay right now. I'm not disliking it. But I do feel that by episode 4 or 5, I may have dropped it and gone to a different anime if I didn't know how good it gets.
I can definitely see that. And I feel like Solo Leveling is not the same because of the fact that from what I remember of Jujutsu Kaisen of the first couple episodes, they at least ended on good cliffhangers that kind of made you go, I kind of want to see what's happening. Whereas Solo Leveling, I feel like
the first cliffhanger that really got me into it is when what's the main guy's name? I got distracted by that Lost thing, so now I can't remember his name.
Oh,
when he dies and the guy in his body takes over. That was the first interesting cliffhanger for me.
Oh, okay, yes,
I was like,
when...
and that was like 4 or 5. Like, so I said if I had dropped it like 3, I don't know if I would have stuck it out.
That's fair. No, that's very fair.
Itadori.
Itadori.
Itadori. Okay.
It's Itadori. Yeah. I can't remember what his first name is, but
I had them all pulled up when we were going to talk about that show, and then we didn't. So I was good. I was like,
I'm down to
I'm
talk
gonna get
about it.
I'm going to get the names right. I'm going to get the names right, and then I had it all pulled up, ready to talk about it, and we talked about other shows.
That's fair. If you do end up finishing it, because I have to finish season 2, because apparently Shibuya Incident is concluded in dub, so I need to go back and watch that.
Okay.
So if you catch up, we
but
could do a talk there.
Because I want to keep us moving. I don't want this to be an hour podcast. There's a reason I picked Metallic Rouge to be the counter to what we're watching that's currently out. We're gonna and it's funny because for 2 reasons. One, Solo Leveling is more what Dan would enjoy, and I don't mind watching it. But I like robots and sci-fi when it comes to I just finished The Witch of Mercury, the new Gundam series. Like this is the kind of thing I enjoy watching. But on top of that, Metallic Rouge is the exact opposite of Solo Leveling. So the basic concept is you have a android girl who can transform into the equivalent of like Kamen Rider level of like red armored, super awesome robot and just destroys things. And people are looking for her, and we don't fully know why yet, other than they want Rouge. They just don't know what they're doing with her. And Rouge is she's also working for people to counter. The point I'm making is they haven't really fully elaborated on the plot because they're so focused on showing you how cool it all is first. Episode 1 of Metallic Rouge wastes no time explaining the plot, setting anything up. It literally goes, this is Rouge. These are the androids. They're what are they called? Neons?
Neons.
Neons, that's it. These are the Neons. This is the basic concept of them. This is how they're treated in the world. Now she has to fight. And that was it. And then episode 2 opens up with, these are the Neons. Here's the rules of the Neons, how they work, the androids and how they function. Okay. Right. Now they're hunting Rouge again.
No, it is actually really cool, kind of the I'm gonna say dichotomy of it, and that could be a very wrong word, but it's sticking in my head. Between Solo Leveling and Metallic Rouge is, and I think I said this to you, Solo Leveling is world building.
Yeah.
And Metallic Rouge is world revealing.
Yeah.
Where there's something already there, everything's there, and they're just slowly revealing it. It reminds me very much of Full Metal Alchemist. like how it just starts you immediately in this story. It's
Oh,
fully
yeah.
going like they're already using their powers, all of that. They're not explaining anything. They're just doing the bare minimum. That's kind of the vibe.
And
I
as
got
it's
from
going, we're
Metallic
finding
Rouge.
out facts to make it more interesting.
Yeah. Like you start going through and you're like, oh, that one thing that kind of caught my interest, they're finally explaining it. So you're like, oh, that's why they did that. And you can kind of even think back on what happened. And you're like, oh, I can see why. Like it causes more thoughts. And I
Yeah.
like that. It's also very much more of a novel style. It's much more of a movie style storytelling versus a TV show storytelling like Solo Leveling is. I don't know if you kind of feel that way too, of like
Yeah.
the way the pacing works. Metallic Rouge feels like they could put it entirely together and it would feel like it was meant to be
I
one
could see it
giant
being
thing.
that way.
Whereas
Metallic
Solo
Rouge-
Leveling, you're like, new episode.
I also think the Metallic Rouge is doing a great job of making the characters stand out, because the characters in Solo Leveling, while I've read and I know what happens with them and what's going to go on with it, I don't really feel attached to too much happening to them from an anime point of view.
Right.
But in Metallic Rouge, even though I don't know much about the characters, Naomi and Rouge are the main two. The personalities are really popping through. The writing overall is just really good and makes you feel about the characters. You get this very innocent kind of like, I don't know what's going on attitude from Rouge, while Naomi is kind of explaining things. It's an interesting way to watch two of these side by side. Just like with Solo Leveling, I know people are complaining about the animation. I don't find it to be a problem. But then I pop on Metallic Rouge and they're just like, zoom, zoom, and like everything's blowing up. And I'm like, okay. When you compare them side by side, it's more of a problem.
I still am standing by the hope of Solo Leveling. Once he gets higher level, the animation's going to pick up more. I'm really hoping that's kind of what they'll do.
Yeah.
I doubt it. But no, I fully agree. Metallic Rouge has been really, really good. I was not expecting to enjoy it as much as I have been.
Right, because
enjoying
the
it.
robot people and robot girl thing is more like Benny's wheelhouse. Of what
Yeah,
he
like
likes.
robots, the robots more sci-fi stuff. I'm much more in the fantasy realm than I am sci-fi, but I am enjoying this quite a bit because it's almost like it feels kind of like a good middle ground of it's high tech, but the way some of it works feels kind of magic-y of like how it forms on them and stuff like that.
I love the. I was thinking about watching it today, and they did like they fully showed her body as she did it for second episode, and I'm like, it's a magical girl transformation. She's literally, it's basically what if a magical girl transformation turned into Kamen Rider? That's what this is.
It's what if Iron Man was a part of a magical transformation.
That's what this is. Like that's all this is right now. I'm like, I'm liking this. This is so good.
It's really good. I like also that it's kind of thought-provoking a little bit in the world building, because earlier I was talking to you about this, and I'm sure some of our audience members will feel the same, of the neons. Like it feels very much like there's some sort of dark history or dark origin to these neons.
Just the way that they're treated. Or
the way
or
they're
it's-
treated,
or we're
the way
going the
they
science
look.
fiction route of they were built to be servants, so nobody has ever seen them beyond that.
Like if we're going iRobot style.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, because we haven't established how long. At least if we have, I've missed it. How long the neons have been around? So
yeah,
like,
all we learned was in this episode that they were around during the war,
which
and
they've
now
referenced
they've-
already a couple of times. Like the war
Okay.
is important.
So,
No,
and
we've-
that's why I think
we've
there's
referenced that
something
there
dark.
was a war. That's all we've
Yeah.
referenced. Like
exactly. That there was a war, they fought in it, and that's why I feel like, because I was saying to you, it feels like they might have been like prisoners that had like something inserted in them that's causing them to be like this, or there's just a lot of possibilities, and I like the theory craft that comes along with.
Well,
this
it's fun,
kind of show.
watching a show like this. It's interesting, and so that's it. So we'll probably do another episode of this in a week or two. I don't know if we're gonna have it on a thing, but I'd like to add a third potential show, because and I want to see if we can kind of mix up 3 different styles We're trying to find another one that's possibly dubbed versus sub, but we're not against sub. Just it's a lot more difficult for Dan and me with our ADD to watch a sub and actually pay attention to what's happening.
I only do it with Solo Leveling because I know the story.
Well, yeah, it's kind of what I've been doing. Like, I literally sat here and watched Solo Leveling, right, like properly here. But I definitely looked down at one point. I was like, oh, hold on. Wait, rewind that a little.
Right. I had to do that. Actually, I had to do that for Solo Leveling when they do the flashback of his first awakening, because he's like walking with something at a construction site, drops it, and he's like, I've got powers. I'm going to go get checked out. And honestly, I was watching and I'm like, I need to rewind. I have to have missed something. There's no way he was just there and just dropped to the bag and went, I'm going to go get checked. Like,
but I mean, but either way, we're willing to watch something else. We did try looking up The Witch and the Beast, but I don't know. The initial reaction didn't look.
I mean, I guess
watching.
Already this is a 3-episode show since I'm giving you.
Oh yeah, your One Piece episodes, yeah. But all right, we'll figure out what we're gonna do moving forward, guys. Either way, we'll keep you up to date on the anime that we are watching, like me with the Jujutsu Kaisen, and I'm also getting back into JoJo. I gotta watch JoJo season 4. This is just gonna literally turn into the Dan and Benny podcast of.
It's
anime.
just gonna be us talking about anime. Yeah,
I'm not against that, and if you guys like this as a weekly or every other week thing, let me know. As I've said in the One Piece videos, I'm trying to find where to take this channel next so that we don't just die out when I'm done reading One Piece.
That's fair.
And you guys seemingly enjoyed this particular episode. So anyway, thank you guys so much. Like and subscribe right here at Comicstorian. I do have another One Piece episode dropping, I think this week. I'm going on a trip, so I'm trying to cram it in before then, but it should be coming out this week. And I've started my Berserk reread, and I've downloaded Black Clover. We're starting Black Clover. So, all right, guys. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time. I enjoyed this episode, doing this. This was fun, do this one.
Oh, same. I'll be honest. I'm sure our audience can very much tell when I enjoy something and we talk about it on a podcast, because my brain like throws like structure out the window and it's just like, hey, these are all the thoughts that you need to say.
And it's funny because I'm doing this one with you. I'm very actively trying to keep us on track because I'm very actively trying to keep it between 20 and 30 minutes. So
I know. That's why I see you not talk much. And I'm like, this seems weird.
Because I'm trying to line it up with the length of the One Piece episodes. So that the algorithm sees them both the same.
That's smart.
So that's what I'm trying to do so that it doesn't get automatically bumped off because...
Yeah.
But what did you guys think? I wanted your honest opinion because now we got a few more viewers in here of us talking about anime and stuff.
I love talking about anime. I've seen so many that honestly, if you wanted to, we could kind of do the where's Dan in the One Piece and then the where's Benny in the Jujutsu guys.
We could do that. I can also talk JoJo, greatest anime known to mankind. But
exactly, like there's so many, and I would actually really enjoy talking Shangri-La too. If you,
I got to start that. I got a few I'm getting knocked out first, but
yeah, like there's quite a few that I would.
Silver Noble, you keep them entertained for a minute. He asked a question out of how far am I solo leveling? I need to figure that out. So let me go get the books because I'm going to cheat and do it on the air.
Oh, I was going to say, if you want to tell me what you remember, I can tell you.
I don't. I didn't read the books. You know what? It'd actually be easy. I read everything that we bought on the Kindle.
Okay, so you've read the first 3 volumes.
That's what I've read?
I'm pretty sure it's the first. It's either first 2 or 3 on there.
I don't want to pull up our Kindle on here just in case.
Yeah, no, if I remember right, you've probably reached the point that he...
We only own the first 2. So those are the two. Those are the two I read then.
Yeah,
I've only read the first 2 then. Silver Noble. I meant to. So what happened is when I did that, we were only on volume 4. So I was gonna get more. Dan read those 2, got really into it, went out and bought volume 3 and 4. But the reason
you bought them for me because you bought me the box set.
Oh, because I said you'd like it. So I read those 2 because the original. So second or third iteration of Comicstorian, we were going to do Comicstorian style, and we were doing solo leveling. So I was reading it so we could do the videos. When that version got shut down, I stopped reading it, and I kept meaning to go back. It's not that I disliked it. It was just like, I'll get back to it. I'll get back to it. It was always on the list. But the issue that I've run into doing One Piece, which is actually why in the latest video I said we might start breaking these up more, I'm trying to read 30 to 40 chapters of One Piece a week. Yeah. The length of a chapter of One Piece is like 2 pages shy of an American comic book. So I'm trying to read the equivalent of 40 comic books every week on One Piece while reading about 20 normal American comic books. Yeah. So in the world of manga, I've really started to having to ignore a bunch of things. Like I haven't finished Dragon Ball, didn't get to start Berserk again like I wanted, didn't get to start Black Clover like I wanted. I've downloaded like 4 other series that I really want to read and go into. And I realized it was a problem because I haven't read the latest volume of Reincarnated or the Yakuza Reincarnation series that I was enjoying because I don't have time. Because like I need to, because I have ADD, I need to be awake enough to focus. Because if I try reading things like manga at like 9 p.m., my brain wanders and I don't read very many pages. So I can really focus and read it in the morning or midday, but midday I'm working. So I have to do my reading in the morning. And because I also work out and I also do sketches in the morning, I have about 2 hours every morning to read. But I have the equivalent of 60 to 70 comic books to read every week.
Yeah.
So that's the situation and why One Piece has been the only thing on the channel for the longest time, because I'm trying to read so much One Piece to get it up there.
Well, that and it performs so well that it's like...
Well, and it's become like the anchor of the channel to get people to come in, so I have to keep it going.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the situation. What would you guys recommend? I could watch Black Clover. That'd be a lot easier than trying to find time to read Black Clover. Because watching it, if it's dubbed, I just pop it on the other screen and do my thing. I watch it.
I'll say there's some characters that you'll find annoying in the dub, but I mean, it's still really good. I enjoy it a lot, so.
Yeah, Meg's like mood, Benny. I either get distracted or I get a second wind and hyper focus and don't sleep. I've got it down to a system. I know how to do it all. Like I can read all those books, but it has to be in that window before my brain's powered up by so much coffee that it wants to go in 90 directions. Well, I want to do Black Clover Shadies. It is happening, but this is the reason why it hasn't happened yet. My plan was to finish Dragon Ball. I've got like 12 chapters left, and I'm done. Do that video, then swap that in with Black Clover. That was the plan.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, that reminds me. My solo leveling volume 8 arrives today.
Nice.
Or tomorrow.
So I want to read more solo leveling for fun. I want to read Yakuza Reincarnation for fun. Those aren't the solo leveling will probably be restricted to this. Like, well, Dan and I talking about it.
Right.
Watch it because the manga only comes out every 3 months now.
Jeez.
But I'm hearing that I could watch the anime till it gets to the quit and then get on the manga. We could do that.
I'm not doing Alien Isolation VR. Not happening.
Jamal, yeah. But the manga is now every 3 months instead of weekly because of the author's health. Okay. I mean, how long is Black Clover?
It's pretty long, actually.
I was like, I'm pretty sure
it's one of those ones where it's actually competing for long episodes.
I'm going to swap over. Let's go to the private chat, Dan.
Okay. 170 episodes right now. Currently 170 episodes of Black Clover right now.
That's not too many. Because I hear a lot about Black Clover, which is why I want to check it out.
Really good. I will say this, it's one of those ones that's of good enough quality that if you were to make the top 3 anime, like if you were to pick it now and it wasn't Bleach, Naruto, and One Piece, Black Clover would be a part of those 3.
I don't like Bleach.
Oh yeah, no, but it's still one of those ones that owned that spot. Some people want to say Dragon Ball, but Dragon Ball in the West, yes.
I also want to watch this, mostly because of the meme of I got asked 100 times by Alex to watch it, and I didn't think I'd be interested in it, and I mixed it up with a different series. This actually looks very interesting, and Alex definitely sold me on this. I had it mixed up with another series the whole time. I was like, no, that sounds dumb. I've seen it on Crunchyroll. That sounds dumb as shit. I don't want to watch that. And then I mixed it up. I don't even remember what I mixed it up with. I had it mixed up with a different series.
Oh my gosh,
This
dude.
sounds good. This sounds like Alex was right. This is like right up my alley of what I would want to watch.
Yeah, no, Frieren, I suggested this to you so many fucking times.
I've had it mixed up. I don't know what I had it mixed up with. I had it mixed up with
Oh,
something
my
else.
gosh.
I really did.
I am a fan of Bleach. Hear you? Did I make it sound like I wasn't a fan of Bleach? I'm a fan of Bleach. I've watched most of it. I skipped the counts, I believe. I skipped the whatevers. No, thank you. But I have seen all the way through and know what happened with Aizen and stuff.
I'm surprised that
He's
Alex
talking about Benny. He said Danny.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Never mind. Anyway, Frieren, yes, go see it. You should. You'll love it.
Yeah, well, it sounded like
You know what? Hey, Alex, I'm gonna start sending you my suggestions for good anime for Benny to watch because it turns out he doesn't listen to a fucking thing I say or
I'm trying to see
really
if I can
take
figure out what I mixed
any
it up
of my suggestions. So I'll hit you up. Suggest Mashal to him. He'll enjoy that one, just because of
I'm
how
trying to-
stupid it is.
I wish I could remember what I mixed it up with.
Yeah, because Frieren's just so good.
I pulled up Crunchyroll to see if I can remember what I mixed it up with. Here's Mashal. I hear that's okay from Alex. I'll check it out.
Yeah, you should.
I'll add it to the list. Wait, hold
Alex,
on.
this
Are
is
you
good
using my Crunchyroll?
No,
Because it's right here as just somebody started it.
you must have then.
No. Because I'm watching right here. Jujutsu Kaisen, Witch and the Beast. That was the one I tried with you.
I have my own one specifically so that I am not competing with your last watched. That is the only reason I have my own Crunchyroll.
The problem I have with the reason I don't like sharing my Crunchyroll is it's not like, oh, I can just watch Family Guy and I can rewatch Family Guy, because these get so we all watch so much anime, and the names are always kind of weird. Like, I'll lose track of which one's which. I want this Your figure right here.
You want the what?
Your.
Oh, Your. Yeah, it's a good one.
Do you want to see how bad? Do you guys want to see how bad the collab for Street Fighter with that movie is?
Oh my gosh. Sure, but at the same
time,
time,
I can't do it because we're already live. I have to set it up beforehand.
Did you see the that one clip from I think last year where there was a tournament and the guy started streaming his screen and forgot that he had the nude Chun-Li mod on?
Yeah.
Still one of the funniest.
Let me see. Okay. Yeah, here.
Your from Spy Family is in Street.
Oh God, go away. I don't need you telling me about it on your short. Here it is. It's a costume. You can get a Your costume.
It's for Johnny Cage.
This is it. That's the crossover. You get that.
That's stupid.
For an avatar, which you don't even ever fight with. I mean, you can, but no one does. The animation was amazing though. Look at this animation they put out.
Oh, like a legit anime.
Yeah, and everyone was like
animation.
excited for a minute, you know?
Yeah. Most companies put a lot of effort into their promotion and not much into their product.
Here it is. Check this out. It's quick too.
Oh, stream on Discord, so I'm
Oh.
on live time.
Like, this got me hyped.
Round one. Fight.
Yeah, that looks exciting.
Yeah, and it's just a costume. You can get a costume for your avatar.
That's a shame.
Uh-huh. It was terrible.
That's a real shame.
But yeah, so okay, so I got Mashal. I want to clean up my watch list. Let's go do that. We'll do that live
There
on the
you
air.
go.
What did I
There you
put
go.
into the watch list? I don't even know how to get to the watch list.
Yeah.
Okay, Solo Loving, Mashal, See, I put Shangri-La Frontier in there.
Hey, good. Yay.
I can take that out. I don't I don't know what Baki the Rock is. Actually,
Oh, Baki's actually a pretty good fighting anime.
I already watched Darling and the Witch. What's Beast Tamer?
Beast Tamer's another one I suggested. It's just a fun.
Okay, it's in there. See, it's in there.
Yeah.
Sword Art
That's
Online.
one that Natalie would probably enjoy watching with you.
Goblin Slayer. Natalie and I were watching. We dropped it though.
Yeah, I was not a fan of that one.
I wanted to see this, so I'm a spider. So what?
That's so good.
It sounded interesting.
It is actually surprising. Basically, that one, an entire classroom is isekai'd. One of them gets turned into a spider. That's kind of it, and it kind of like goes into what are the kids dealing with in this isekai world, and she's a spider. What is she doing in this case? It's actually really good.
You sent me the Mashal intro on Discord.
Am I actually? Oh my gosh, yes. Oh, the Mashal, yes.
Hold on, Dan. Yeah. What the hell is this? Okay, this does look like something I would watch. Saitama and Harry Potter? Okay, I'm down. Why don't you sell it to me like that?
That's how I've been selling it this whole time!
He even looks like Saitama now. I can see it.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah, Benny, you will love that as just I'm doing something. I need something on the side one. You will, yeah.
Well, I gotta watch more JoJo.
I also realized we forgot to mention the One Punch Man reference in Solo Leveling. The fact that his daily training is the One Punch Man regimen.
Yeah, it's the One Punch Man regimen. Like, have you seen JoJo, Dan? You need to see JoJo.
I've seen the first couple episodes, and I couldn't get into it.
The problem...
the art style kind of...
Oh, come on! What is wrong with this? Look at this. So you're talking this season.
It's one of those ones that's just so insanely stylized.
Oh, it's very stylized.
It's kind of like One Piece, where I have to be in the right mindset for that style of anime versus other ones. Alex, I'm gonna say you're a fake fan because only fake fans judge others on their taste.
No, I'm gonna go with Alex in this. Alex is getting on my good side again.
Well, I'm surprised you can talk with his dick in your mouth so much. Yeah.
So I don't want to save that.
Also, so literally every single JoJo fan I've referenced says first season's kind of sucks.
No, that's what I was gonna say. So the way it's structured is weird because like each season's about a different family member for the most part, and what they're doing. So it moves through eras, and the first one's kind of weak. I didn't get too attached to the first season. I mean, I'll admit that. The second season, Joseph Joestar, well, that Joseph Joestar, that one, I liked the second season the best. The third I felt was way too long, and now I'm going into the fourth, which everyone says gets back to the pacing of the second one. So,
yeah, I have too many anime currently available to me to push through a full season to get to when it gets good after I dislike what I've seen.
Because like this guy right here, that's Joseph, right? And then Joseph becomes this old man right here. He's just over the top of an old man.
I've seen some good stuff with JoJo. I actually, when we went to TwitchCon in the hotel room, I actually watched a full episode of JoJo that I actually thought was kind of cool. It was one where like they're eating stuff that this chef guy is making, and they're really concerned about how or where he's getting like the meat from.
Oh, I think it's when they get to India. They make fun of India so much.
I don't recall them being Indian, but I mean,
they go to a few
long
places
time ago,
because like the whole story behind this one right here with that guy, the one you see most of the time,
right?
When people bring up JoJo, is that his mother is ill and they got to travel from one point of the world to the other to get to Dio to take out Dio in the final fight, but Dio's preventing them from getting there, so they have to stop at every location on the way over.
Gotcha. Also, yeah, it's Tonio Trusardi.
Jutaro,
looks
yeah,
like
that's it.
he looks like the one that I
Oh,
saw
okay.
the
It's in season 4, the one I'm going into. So.
Oh, okay.
I liked season 3. The only thing that pulled me out of JoJo for a brief period is when we killed the original 9 people Dio hired, and they get to the halfway and they're like, yeah, there's 9 more. And I looked at the episode count and I'm like, I have 20 more episodes? I thought we were at Dio.
Hey, yeah, that's oof.
It was just such a disheartening kind of moment, you know?
Yeah, those are the worst.
Yeah. Because I wasn't looking at the episode count. I'm just trucking through. So this is the season I'm on now. 4? No, that's not 4, is it? Is this 4? I'm on 4. So this one, I guess. Yeah, that looks like the right guy. Yeah, because that's Jotaro in his new white outfit.
Yeah, see, Zell's in the same boat as me. It's just a very stylized art style.
It 100% is. It's also probably like the gayest thing I've ever watched because every guy's like, oh!
Yeah, that's
sadly
fair.
not the gayest thing I've ever watched, but you get my joke. That's season 5. Okay, where am I? Let me go to Netflix.
Oh, it's funny.
Delicious in the Dungeon. People were saying we have to watch this. How many episodes?
Delicious in the Dungeon. Oh my gosh, have you seen Reincarnated as a Vending Machine? Another weirdly good one.
We should watch this though, Delicious in the Dungeon. Because we should talk. It's on Netflix, so easy.
Oh, interesting. There's a Hulu one called
I'm watching
Infinite
Zom.
Dendrogram.
You'd probably like Zom. You should watch Zom.
I might give it a shot. I that one has been on my radar. It looks like a art style I could definitely get into.
Where are you, JoJo? Oh God, Natalie watched so many videos, movies, show, everything when she was sick.
I wish there was a way on Crunchyroll to just see the shows that I've seen. Not the episode, but the shows.
Phantom Blood and Battle Tennessee. I did so I'm on Diamond is Unbreakable. That's what I'm on.
Okay.
They don't name them by seasons.
Yeah.
So
I am a big fan of this conversion in anime from seasons to arc names. I love that. It's my new favorite.
I just got a little disheartened though. Diamond is Unbreakable is another 39 episodes, so that's a lot.
Jesus.
I mean, I've gone through apparently 74 episodes already. And then I got Diamond is Unbreakable, Golden Wind, and Stone Ocean.
We should.
I didn't realize Phantom Blood and Battle Tennessee were one. I didn't realize these two were one.
Interesting.
I thought they were
a
each a
show where
season.
we rank them.
What?
We give a list of shows that we think you should watch if you have the same taste as us.
I'm just gonna say, Dan, you're never gonna beat JoJo. JoJo's peak. I can't
That's
decide
fine.
it. All right, chat. I got a question for you. Chat. Which is peak anime? JoJo, One Piece, or some other shit we don't care about?
Or Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
All right, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, or some other shit we don't care about. What do you got? What do you got? Give me your peak. What is your peak anime? Alex, do me a favor if you're still there. Could you set up a poll? Because I don't know how you did that.
Hold on.
Alex, don't vote. Make a vote.
Oh, it looks like I can't. Frieren is currently
I like
the
Hero.
only anime that has.
I like Hero. The answer to your question is yes.
That's true. That is, you know what? That is. It was a trick question, and you got it right.
We're gonna tweet this actually. Only anime seen Catherine full body and man was it weird. That's a game, cool Carl, isn't it? Catherine, I didn't know they had an anime for it.
That being said, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, like I know I'm a super fangirl for it, but it is insanely impressive that this anime has been out since 2010, and it has consistently been in the top 5, if not the first slot on the My Anime List rating score for like that long. It's an insanely awesome.
All right, I'm tied to fight, which is peak anime: JoJo's Bizarre Adventure or One Piece. I'm tweeting it.
Okay.
I want to see what people think. Because people like like I'm pretty sure I'm pitting two completely different fan bases at each other.
Yeah, you are.
Because most people don't watch both of these.
We thought the world had enough conflict in it, and then Benny said, no, we're going to make it worse. Internet, prepare to be pissed.
One Piece will win by numbers.
Yeah, that honestly, One Piece will win in that one.
Alex,
think
I only have 4 options on the poll.
I feel like a lot of One Piece fans watch JoJo. Wait. A lot of JoJo fans watch One Piece, but not all One Piece fans watch JoJo.
I need JoJo. Can we get a good JoJo statue? JoJo statue.
It's just him doing the pose. Just
Crunchyroll has one. Stardust Crusader. It says action figure. That doesn't mean a statue. That means an action figure. I don't want an action figure. I want a statue. We need a crazy expensive statue to buy, right?
Exactly.
I'm not on Stone Ocean yet. I can't go to that. Oh God, there's so many products. Why did I think there wouldn't be that many? Replicas? Oh God, the stone mask. There should be a Joseph a drag statue. I would love it.
wow, that voting is close.
I can't see the voting. It's not.
I can't see it on. Oh, there we go. Now the anime finally showed up on the Twitch side for me. You put Code Geass in there?
I feel like Alex has a favorite.
Yeah, I know. Clearly.
There has to be a badass statue. Like a real badass one, right, guys? Oh, well. I guess we're not going to find one. You're missing out, though, Dan. You're missing out.
I mean, that's interesting you say that, Alex, considering it's never come up in any top anime conversation I've had.
I've actually never seen Code Geass. Is it geese or geish?
I'm pretty sure it's Geass.
Geass?
Or something.
Is it Geass?
Or just gas. Might be just gas.
Meg! I'm not picking any of those. I'll stay loyal to the Queen of Shoujo and stick with Sailor Moon. Just because you're a girl does not mean you can't pick shonen.
That's also fair.
Geass?
It is Geass.
Okay.
Or Geass. Is what it seems. Yeah, Geass.
Then you should specify peak shonen.
Well, that's because shonen's peak. We can't help it, Meg. Where?
I don't like how Full Metal Alchemist is winning right now. None of you are cultured. JoJo should be much higher than one vote. The vote
Honestly,
of which is me.
I think one of the things that Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood has going for it is that it's a full, complete story that is not insanely long.
Oh no, One Piece is gaining. Yeah, One Piece fans! Whoever voted JoJo with me, I love you. Oh, I 100% think I'd enjoy it. I just never got around to watching it. Thank you, Shadies. JoJo gets your vote purely because it's your current go-to.
I will say, though, it is kind of hilarious to me how much anime fans like truly get upset at other anime fans for having preferences.
I like
It's one of
Shades.
the
Now
most
should I go watch JoJo?
bizarre
If you want to
things.
get a good vibe for JoJo, I would jump in. I hate to say it, just because the first 2 seasons are very much an acquired taste. I think it's Stardust Crusaders is the one I'm thinking of. I would jump in there. So you can get what the real vibe of, Stardust Crusaders. You can get a vibe for what real JoJo is. These 26 episodes are tonally they feel different. They feel different from Stardust. I love Battle Tendency. Battle Tendency so far is my favorite. But if you want to get the real vibe of what JoJo is, Stardust Crusaders is twice the episode count of the combined Phantom Blood and Battle Tendency.
Totally. Any sports anime? I haven't gotten into any, but if I do, it'll be that volleyball one that I have seen and heard so many things about. Haikyuu, or that one.
You know what I love? The fact that Death Note is always promoted with that. I can't even remember her name, but that girl in that outfit in that pose.
Which is interesting because it's about 2 dudes.
It's about 2 dudes fighting it out. Like Misa, but it's always promoted that way, like to sell you on the
Yep.
horniness. Yeah, there you go. Sell
Yep,
you on the
exactly.
horniness.
Sex sells. Sex sells.
But I just because it's always that, or I always see what's the name of the demon in that?
Oh yeah. I don't know.
What's the name of the demon? He also played Green Goblin in a movie.
Oh, Classroom of the Elite is another pretty solid.
We
anime.
gotta stop adding more to my watch list.
I'm just gonna continuously add them because I have so
guys,
many.
hold on.
Good
I'm
ones.
sure For JoJo is the exact same thing as JoJo. Exciting fantasy anime ensemble, and then this one is understated, intimate, and drama. I'm sure it's the exact same thing, right?
Totally.
Yeah, William Dafoe. Yeah, not Ryuk. William Dafoe is the demon.
Willem Dafoe in an anime. Love it. Oh, there.
You know, I'm gonna look at peak anime. See what comes up. Oh, it's peak.
Another good one, Daily Life of the Immortal King. That's one of those cool ones if you want just a chill vibe of an insanely overpowered person trying to live a normal life.
Peak anime. Kill la Kill. I mean, I'd like to Kill la Kill.
Kill la Kill was solid, but I wouldn't say
put it.
peak.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it on a peak list. Code Geass, Dragon Ball, JoJo, Gurren Lagann. I've heard of that.
Oh, Gurren Lagann. Yeah,
That's
Gurren
it.
Lagann is pretty solid. That's on Netflix.
Domestic Girlfriend. Never
I
heard of that.
haven't. Yep. Yeah, Classroom of the Elite was actually not too bad. I kind of vibed out and had that as my side screen for a while.
All right, guys, we got about an hour and a half left. Should we try our Pal World server? In which case, Dan, you would grab Alex and Sean.
I mean, I can try again, but
should we try the Pal World server, or should we just go to Lethal Company for an hour and a half? What would you rather see right now? What? No, I'm giving an option, Tevye.
Should I do this or this?
Oh, we'll
yes.
Paladin Berserker Jedi. We will continue to talk about anime. Don't worry. If you want us to talk more about anime, Pal World's the best bet. We can talk more openly there.
Yep.
If we go to Lethal
Assassination
Company,
Classroom.
there's going to be a lot of Dan yelling.
Yeah. I'm not going to be fun. It's not going to be fun for me. Have you seen Assassination Classroom, Benny?
Yeah. I saw
Okay.
it. I had never read
That
it.
one's, that one's really good. I liked that one. I've learned that I thought shonen was my favorite anime style, but I don't know the actual name of a lot of the ones. Like, I don't know what the Misfit of Demon Academy genre would be. Does anyone in chat know? Because I know it's not shonen. Like, there's clearly a different category for basically kind of the overpowered hero, an isekai fantasy, but that one's not an isekai. Like that one's just straight up they live in this world. Like it's not like he's reincarnated or anything.
Gross Assassination Classroom. I like Gross playing video games on Twitch.
Power fantasy? Progression fantasy?
For those who are joining us for the just chatting portion and do not want any background noise going on with the video game, just a heads up, we'll be back to just chatting tomorrow at about 2 p.m. Eastern. We'll be doing a bunch of just chatting leading into the podcast tomorrow, Wednesday as well. So those are going to be the days this week. I will be going out of town Thursday, so there will be no stream Thursday, Friday this week, but we'll be doing, I start the world, right? Okay, I know what I'll do. But if you want no video games, you're like, hey, I only want chatting with you, because we're going to do both right now. Palworld's best for that. If you want no video games, tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern, we'll be back to just chatting. What do you want me to do, Zell? I got to play something eventually.
He does, Meg, but there's a difference in isekai of just simple reincarnation and isekai reincarnation. Because he's literally, I just think I was kicked out. Oh, no, you just ended your stream.
No, I ended the stream,
Yeah. There's a difference because he literally reincarnates in the same world. Like, he sacrifices himself for that world and is resurrected 2,000 years later, as opposed to the classic, they were hit by a truck and now they're in a different world, which is the isekai.
That's how the guys at Trash Chase describe the overpowered fantasy trope, edgelord fantasy. I mean, most of the time it is.
The fantasy, what was that? Power fantasy anime, that brought up a couple of the ones, because you also need to add Overlord to that list of yours.
All right, server doesn't work. Lethal Company it is.
Hey, it's not just me that can't get in now.
No, the whole server goes down at times.
We can just make a new one. It's still a shonen. Well, yeah, shonen and isekai are different, though. Arifueta, that's another... Yeah, that one's a huge edgelord fantasy. However, it's also really good. I enjoyed that one. Infinite Dendrogram, also really good. I know I mentioned it earlier. That one and Eminence in Shadow are two really good Hulu anime out right now. I did see the Pokemon Palworld mod, and honestly, I saw it, and my first thought was... I kind of prefer the Palworld creatures.
Oh,
like I looked
you hate it? He's like, I hate Palworld because it's too stylistic, just like I hate.
That's fair.
Then you hate Pokemon?
I mean, that's totally fair because there's definitely.
No, I'm actually asking. I'm not...
Yeah. Like honestly, it's funny you mentioned that because I was having this discussion with someone where I feel like the biggest difference between Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest is the fact that in the West, people tend to enjoy the more realistic, lifelike, super detailed, whereas I feel like in Japan and stuff, that more cartoony stuff is perceived and taken a lot better, because that's the biggest difference between those games is one is very stylized and the other one's very realistic. And yes, it does look like Dragon Ball because it was drawn by the same person. I believe he drew, I may have this backwards, but I believe he drew one first, but the other got popular first, so people thought that was the first one he did. And I think it was Dragon Quest first, Dragon Ball after. But yes, that's why they look like that. It's literally Toriyama.
Yes.
But yeah, I was talking to someone about that because I am a big Dragon Quest guy, and it's always a huge bummer that very few Dragon Quest games actually make it to the West.
I'm going to wake up Shad real quick.
Welcome to your first day on the job. This is your very own autopilot ship, where you will eat and sleep for the duration of your contract. Make yourself at home. To complete the onboarding process, you will want to check the instruction manual and sign into your ship's computer terminal. We trust you will be a great
Wake up, Sean. We're playing Lethal Company. Get on.
Great asset to the company.
Okay.
We on stream. Go. All right, I got him.
Nice.
You wanted me to get Sean, otherwise you're going to be going in the buildings with me.
I know. I'm very glad.
Great asset. Hey, how's it going, Rose Punk?
Can you send me another invite? It didn't put me in your group like I thought it would. Oh. Never mind, I think I fixed it. Alright, I guess I'll mute Discord.
Oh, yeah. Proximity!
Yeah.
Well, I guess I should leave myself unmuted until... You funny. That was what my manager tells me every day. Great asset. Well, now I'm curious about your asset.
You also might want to talk to HR.
Yeah, I would go see HR. Yeah, no, I'll joke.
There's a spicy lawsuit in there for you.
Also, Conan Exiles in Arc already exists for adults. Fun fact, Conan Exiles has sex mods. So if you want to have sex in Conan era, download that.
Okay.
Well, okay, so since we're waiting here, Conan Exiles has sex mods, right, Dan?
I'm pretty sure they do. I never actually played that with you guys.
Okay, Conan Exiles has sex mods. They also have a battle pass. So, imagine
So
the
you're
funny...
walking around with your dong like, I'm getting battle pass, bitches.
That's... I don't know where to take this joke that won't turn this into an X-rated stream. The thumbnail on YouTube still has Pow World. Yeah, we gotta change that.
Oh, also, I'm not sure if I was supposed to release the webtoon on as a member video.
No, I
but
keep forgetting to release the Comics Experiment. Did I?
You did not.
Can you do that? And then we'll do the webtoon tomorrow.
Yeah, I can do that.
Because it didn't have a thumbnail, and I kept meaning to ask you, was it supposed to be that
Oh
way?
yeah, I don't have a template for it yet.
Right, so I kept meaning to ask you that, so I wasn't releasing it, and then I kept forgetting to ask you that.
Gotcha. Yeah, I can make one.
What about the Queen Blade series? I don't think I've seen that one.
Queen Blade? Do you mean Blade Dancers?
You're a blade dancer, Dan. Oh, hey, Sean.
Or the 7 Blade
Hello?
Dancers or whatever?
Someone slept in late today.
No, I took a nap.
Oh, I can't hear Sean.
Well, I'm bringing him in. They'll be here in a sec. We were going to do Power Word, but the server's down.
That's what I figured. I was playing last night, but...
Loved your webtoon episode. Can't wait for more, Dan.
Hey, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Did you get it up on your channel yet so we can promote the channel?
I don't have any like assets or anything, and it looks so bad that I don't want to put anything out on it until I have at least a banner or something. That being said, I can definitely put it live.
Where do you want to go, Dan? I'll let you pick. Do you want to go to Experimentation, Assurance, and it's rainy there? Offense, and it's flooded there. March, and it's flooded there. Vow, there's nothing wrong with it.
I gotta find a picture of you excited so I can put that as the thumbnail.
How do I get off the thing? Sean joined the ship? All right, we're out. We're out, Dan.
Oh,
The
we're
hell?
on a mission?
Oh, they added an okay, tab now gets off the terminal. I can't just press escape apparently. Oh. Good to know you got right into the right mood there, Sean.
I got what?
Got right into the proper mood. You're dancing already.
Yep.
Alright, walkies are dropping. Tip, you don't need to use the full word of the Terminator Greg. C for confirm. No, it is a tip, Fasher. I know that. I just never think about it. Just type confirm. It's one of those things that I don't think about until I've done it, and I'm like, oh, I've already typed it. What I should start doing is typing it really slow, like C-O-N. Ice cream truck's here, Dan.
Yay.
Dan. Dan, are you terrified?
Not with the ice cream truck's music.
Da 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 da. You gotta listen to me now because I'm gonna hold the button down.
Am I the only one that I know I'm gonna be screwed because I'm so used to F as interact because I played so much Power World? Every game cycles between E and F, I realized.
A full 3 minutes of consideration between every letter. That's how it should be, Cal. Dan, you need to read a webtoon called Dungeon Reset. It's really good if you ask me.
Okay, maybe eventually. I'm reading a lot of them already. You guys are currently clear. And if you walk straight down that hallway, yeah, that one, Sean, go down there. Turn right. There's an item on your right. There's only that one in there.
I found the fire escape. Let's attract all the monsters to us.
I don't see enemies near you at the moment, Benny.
Oh, Sean opened the door. Sean scared the hell out of me with a door. How am I looking, Dan?
You guys are good. I'm not seeing any items, just those red lines on the wall. What's on your left, Sean?
If you're open to books, Cal would like to recommend Lord of Mysteries. Very long, but very well written.
Oh, no, I don't read books.
Dan's books need pictures.
Careful, careful. There's a thing right in front of you.
I was going to say, Sean, why are you walking into the slime?
Mine just randomly popped out of that line on the wall.
No, we can't get past it. We're going to have to go up here.
There's
Nothing?
nothing in that door.
All right, let's go to the other side. Son of a bitch.
I have to turn off the Bucky one second.
All right, the episode's... Oh, shit. I can't see that. You're ballsy as hell.
I heard some growling outside.
Oh! Sean! Get out! Get out! Get out!
A monster near the front door. It ran away down to where the slime was.
It's going to insta-kill us. That one is an insta-killer. It's downstairs. Let's get out of here. Hi, chat. So anyway, I just wanted to take a break and chat with you. I had no reason to. I just wanted to have a conversation. You, me. Like, right, Sean? I don't know why that thing didn't kill us. It was the thing with the beady eyes. Paladin, highly suggest Dungeon Meshi for your manga list. It's dungeon crawler fantasy novel wrapped up last year, 14 volumes. I think Dan's being quiet. Dan, you big baby.
Do you not hear that?
I hear a piano playing. Oh shit, did it eat Sean? Sean!
All right, well, of our 130 quota, we've got 73.
Well,
Good enough for the first planet.
Yeah, the entryway had one of them beady eye guys, and he was just staring me down. I thought he was gonna kill me. He did not. Oh! Oh! Bird! Bird! Bird!
The hell?
A bird flew through the ship, and
Yeah,
it
what the
spooked me.
hell?
Spooked me good.
What injuries did I sustain?
I was gonna say, did you get hurt?
Did your jump hurt you? Dungeon Meshi equals delicious and dungeon. We actually discussed about it an hour ago. Oh, all right. Yeah, we're gonna watch Delicious in the Dungeon probably.
I strongly dislike that shows have those multiple names. Because there's so many that I don't know the proper name for.
Right. I mean, we all can agree. Like, we just got everything out of that place, right? There was no reason to go back into that room.
Correct.
He has a name, sir. It's a Bracken. I call him Beady Eyes because he stares you down and then eats you. All right, do a scan, Dan. How much is there for us to find? What's the scan say?
A what?
Go to the computer, type scan. It'll tell you how much money's in here.
Approximately 11 objects totaling 764.
All right, thank you for that report. Now come in with us.
You're breaking up. However, there's also an item on your right.
There's a mine right here, Sean, so be careful.
No current monsters on the map.
There's a mine going right. Careful.
Should be in front of you on the right there, Sean.
Can I get by that?
A little bit more.
Sean, do you think I can get by that? Actual question.
Benny, if you go to that room behind Sean, there's an item in there. No monsters.
I know we can jump over it.
That's if I can walk around this and not die, I'll come back for that, okay? All right? All right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. That way we don't lose that, okay?
Okay.
Okay, okay. Okay. You got to be very careful, but you can do it. All right, Dan. I'm walking past a mine. It's not bad, not bad, not bad. I'm good.
Ah, so that's what that is.
Is that you breathing, Sean?
There's an item in that room at the end of the hallway. Sean, item on your right.
What the fuck is this item?
There.
There's no item in here.
Yeah, it's in that back corner on your left. Go forward. No, not that bit. Turn around. On your left, click left. Next to the wall. It's showing right there. Yep, you got it.
That's weird. My ping wasn't pulling it up. Am I actually playing, or am I doing the cyborg Martian Manhunter thing guarding the watchtower?
There's mine on your right, Sean.
He's our cyborg. You've been related to being cyborg / Martian Manhunter guarding your tower.
I prefer Martian Manhunter. Cyborg's kind of useless.
Second season of Campfire cooking into the world. I just want to point out, going over here was kind of pointless because I had to risk that mine, and it was one screw. What's our opinion on the solo leveling anime? We just did a whole show about it, Ultra. It'll go out next week, but generally we think the pacing's a little off.
Room that was on your left, Sean, that you guys just walked past, there's an item in there. Back right.
Is it locked?
Not no more.
Sean's being brave. He's going into a pitch black room.
No enemies on that thing, so.
All right.
Oh, didn't even need to use the key.
What's down here? Did you look over here?
No. Oh, some of it, but it's a little dark.
I hear noises, Martian Manhunter.
Currently not seeing anything. There's nothing in that hallway.
It sounds spooky over here.
There's a mine over here.
Where?
There's a thing at the very end of the hallway you guys are walking down. There's a
It's a
mine on
mine.
your right there, Sean.
Yeah, we can see it.
That one's a mine. At the very end, it's a bright red, so it's not a mine. slightly on the left of that entrance.
Oh! Run!
Damn, it's attacking. Run.
Is Sean alive? Did it eat Sean? Did it eat Sean?
No, Sean's still good. Sean's still good. Keep going, Sean. It's right behind you. Straight. Straight.
Oh.
Get the fuck out of there.
Did Sean die? Oh, thank God.
No, I did not die, damn it. I'm just happy.
Dan, next time can you warn us about the giant spider before we see the giant spider?
It literally popped up the same. I saw it the same time you guys did. Not even kidding.
The chat would like to let you know the cyborg is not useless. You're very wrong about that.
In one story, he literally talks about how he Googled something to figure out the answer. We hit our quota.
But we still have plenty of things we can go inside and get. What time is it?
You guys grabbed most of the things that I saw
3:30.
near you.
Do a scan. There's one locked room we can't get into, but we can go to the side entrance. Want to do it, Sean?
Yeah.
Cyborg literally, is that a cooking pan? Literally collecting trash? Yes, we are. Man in the watchtower. That's Dan. Dan, they'd like to know when you're going to go inside.
Sorry, you're breaking up.
Sorry, guys. Dan can't hear you. Round and round we go. Near activity detected?
Thing on your left there, Sean. Front.
Don't go over.
Dude, I clicked the door and it says near activity detected, and I was like, I don't think I want to go in.
I think it was next to a spider, but I think it was next to the hallway we ran from. As soon as I go in here, do like the footsteps of it, I'm like, yeah, we're not doing this.
We're not doing this. We're good.
I'm not losing my walkie-talkie today.
Ultra Ninja. I'm not quite sure what you're asking, Ultra, for the webtoon video. We're not doing a webtoon video. Dan is doing webtoons videos. I don't know what his plan is with that.
I mean, I can launch it on the channel that has no assets.
Dan, the monitor man. Dan's the monitor from Crisis on Infinite Earths. He's just watching everything.
Fair. I'm brother I.
Foxtos, the laziest. Sean's the most paranoid and got the most injuries.
To be fair, he got attacked by like 2 spiders.
Every time.
I did run and kind of leave Sean on his own. You don't hate me for that, do you, Sean?
No, I'm good.
Dan is sus. Watching it from afar is his kink. How do you feel about that, Dan?
That's funny.
You're such a voyeur, Dan.
Yep.
Dan the Watcher is now Uatu. For the company! Oh, Sean. Oh, Rickety Bridge. This'll end well.
Yes.
Could all monsters come out and play?
You're currently good. There's 2 items in that room, one in your left, Benny. There's a line on the wall right there. I wouldn't go near it. Careful, Benny.
It's just a vent.
There's some lines on the wall next to you too, Sean. There's an item across that jump.
Where's this other item, man? I'm not seeing another item in this room.
When you entered the room, it's in that left corner. Right? Behind you? In that corner.
We're good. I've now got a sign. I will beat everything. Somebody's at the door. Someone's at my door. I'll have to be right back. Be right back, chat.
Nothing in there, Sean. Looks like there's a monster there, Sean. Beneath you. Don't go that way, Sean. Turn right, turn right. Behind you, go that way, go that way. Yep. Turn left. In that hallway. Turn right. Through that door, go straight. I think there was a monster, possibly a slime, in that room you were just in.
Yeah, there was. Well, it wasn't a slime, though.
Item on your left. No other items over there. Yeah, that slime is slowly approaching that door. And Benny already looted that other direction. I would get out of there, Sean. There's another thing that looks like it's on its way.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry about that. Chair stream is over. Oh, Sean left me. Are we good in there, or should I go to the other thing?
No, there were two things going towards the door.
All right, I'll check the fire escape. If I die, Sean, I drop the two items right here at the bridge, so when you come back over the stone bridge, you can just grab them, okay? Sean, at least respond with da 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 da. At the end of the bridge. Just go across the bridge. Am I good, Dan?
Yeah, no monsters, but also no items.
I gotta jump over a gap. Chair-sama, I love you. No, Betty, go away. You want chair back? I just got a journal entry. Screams.
I saw that too.
Is that good or bad, Sean?
I just picked up a cassette on my way back.
All right, I made the jump.
Monster in that hallway, Benny. Don't go it. Don't go
Yeah,
straight.
huge slime, but to block my path, so this is the end of this.
Yeah, no, that's... Yeah, there's nothing else you guys can get to, I think.
Yeah, I was gonna cut my path off back, so I wouldn't be able to do that. Did you get the stuff at the top of the stairs? Oh, you did. Okay. First try what, Paladin? Yeah, I don't understand why the Pokemon franchise never capitalized on this and no one ever made a game similar.
Yeah, head that direction, Benny. Keep going straight, and you should eventually hit us.
Gonna hit you with a stop sign.
Okay, it does work that way. Did you not have any items?
I dropped them for Sean to grab in case I died in the back of the thing.
Oh, okay.
bet whoever made this game made it 5 minutes. I don't think it was 5 minutes, but I do think it was one guy, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it was 15.
Report to the company building immediately to sell your scrap metal and other goods. You have 2 days left to meet the profit quota. You can use the terminal to route the autopilot to the company building.
Dan is my Alfred over the walkie-talkie.
Mere Penny 1. Isn't that what he went by?
Yeah. And then Penny 2 was his daughter. Whatever happened to his daughter?
Oh God. Whoops.
Does anyone know what happened to Alfred Pennyworth's daughter?
I don't remember, actually. I remember there was something that, like, they added her and then just randomly she stopped showing up.
She went home?
I think she did go home, and, like, when they go to England, she shows up, but that's it. Probably
Was
working
that everything?
with Knight and Squire.
I guess.
All I can
everything.
see.
I didn't smell like deodorant today. I'm starting to smell like Burger King. It's making me hungry. I don't know what to say to that.
I do. You should probably take a shower.
I don't think deodorant's gonna help you. I would take the shower. Yeah. What do you think, Sean?
Wait, what do you say? It smells like Burger King?
Burger King, right?
Oh, I mean, I don't know. That attracts a certain kind of lady.
All right, guys, we are going to actually wrap it up there because that door was something I have to go handle, and we've been live now for a total of 4 hours because we did the podcast before this. Tomorrow I'm going to go live. I know it's earlier than I planned. I thought I'd be here at least another hour. Oh, shit. I forgot this. So tomorrow we're going to go live at about 2 p.m. Eastern. I'm trying to talk to the audience, Sean. Thank you. Yeah, so guys, we will be hitting it up tomorrow, about 2 p.m. Eastern. We're going to start with some just chatting. Dan and I will highly debate some more anime, most likely. We'll probably jump into Lethal Company, and then we'll go do the Absolute Comics podcast tomorrow. And then Wednesday will also be another live day, probably focus on some Pal World, or we'll just play some waifu games. I want to play those on stream, see what happens. But either way, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate it. It's a canon event that Alfred's daughter wasn't invited to his funeral. I just wish I remember the issue they talked about it. They just didn't invite her? All right. But let's do a quick raid on Natalie, guys. And then we're gonna close out our stream here. She is playing Pal World, so you can check it out there. And Zell, be nice. Okay, man? Be nice to her. But let me go full face over here.
One Piece Odyssey's on sale.
So yeah, we're gonna hit that up, guys. Tomorrow I'll be back. Having fun with these streams. We'll talk more tomorrow.
Oh, dang. One Piece is 60% off on Steam. Oh. I've got the wrong thing. There we go.
All right, guys. I'll see you all in a bit.